102.1. This is KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green, Eagle 102. Area high school basketball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the court for high school basketball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And welcome to Dan Mudd Gymnasium. It's at Monroe City Middle School tonight, the opening round of the 2020 Monroe City Invitational Tournament. Mark Ronick, Jim Ross here in the middle school as we get ready for the middle of the road matchup, the 4-5 matchup between the number 4 seed Louisiana Bulldogs and the number 5 seed Paris Coyotes. And this is an interesting 4-5 matchup, especially since this is the Bulldogs' first game of the season coming out of quarantine, and they're still without one of their regular players in Donovan Richards, who's still in the queue.
Yeah, they have lost 3 games to quarantine, and so I'm sure they're chomping at the bit to play. Paris has only played 1 game, so it's not like they've got a big head start on the Bulldogs. They lost to South Shelby 39-36 early in the season. So we're actually looking forward to see this Bulldog team. A lot of these players have been around for a while. If you recall, about, I guess 3 years ago now, 3 or 4 of these freshmen got to play a lot, actually started a lot. And now they're juniors, and so I think this is the year that Coach Matt Smith is hoping to see him take the next step.
And we'll meet those Bulldogs when we start the pregame show for you next on Eagle 102.
50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Show off your school pride today with the Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Every time you use your Bulldog debit card, Bank of Louisiana will make a donation to the Louisiana School District. Stop by the bank today and get your new Bulldog debit card so you can start supporting the teachers and students with every swipe. The Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC.
This is Tracy Brookshire with the Pike County Health Department. With community transmission cases increasing in Pike County, it's becoming more difficult for healthcare providers to contact positive cases the same day these results are received. The state of Missouri has mandated that we prioritize first the investigations for school exposures, individuals 65 years and older, and cases associated with long-term care facilities. Those that do not fall into those categories will likely experience a delay in initial contact. Therefore, we have made some changes with our calling procedures to help streamline and make our calls more efficient. It is critical that if you have received a positive result or know you have been exposed to someone with COVID-19, you need to begin a 14-day quarantine starting from when your symptoms began or the last day of exposure to the positive case. Your patience awaiting your initial call from our office is very much appreciated. Visit our dedicated COVID page on our website, pikecountyhealth.org, for more information.
Bowling Green Insurance is here to serve all your insurance needs. Bowling Green Insurance offers companies to cover your farm, home, auto, and crop needs. Call Fred or Jackie today to get a customized quote that will fit you and your budget. Bowling Green Insurance is an independent insurance agency. That means they can offer several companies to fit you. Give Bowling Green Insurance a call today to get a quote. 573-324-5762 or 573-324-CROP.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
As we get ready for Louisiana, the 4 seed in this Monroe City tournament, taking on the 5 seed Paris Coyotes. And Jim Ross, let's talk about this Louisiana team a little bit. You mentioned right off the bat, they've got some guys with a lot of experience returning. They're still without Angel Ulola, who's recovering from that car accident. Actually, he's here. He looks pretty good, but still some physical restrictions keeping him from rejoining this Bulldog team.
Yeah, and if you recall, he was hurt coming out of football season last year, so they didn't get to start the season with him, and they missed him at the point guard position. He's not a big scorer, but he handles handles the basketball, is a good quarterback for the team, and so that's going to be something they'll have to adjust to, especially with their other point guard, Donovan Richards, being out tonight, still on COVID protocol. The other thing that they're going to run into all year, and tonight's going to be a perfect example, as a general rule, they're going to be undersized because everybody's going to be bigger than they are, with the exception of Mason Washington, who they list him at 6'3", and he may very well have to play at the point guard position. So they're not going to have any size inside. The next tallest player is going to be Ryan Capps or Jack Logan, and Jack Logan's a guard as well. So this year they have to keep Ryan Capps out of foul trouble because he's a big body. He can bang inside, and he can do some nice things in the paint and get some rebounds, but he's got to stay in the game or it's going to be a problem for him.
Yeah, I think at this point, Coach Smith is used to having an undersized team. I think the last person you could call a big man for Louisiana was all the way back to Brett Kurtling. So it's been quite a number of years now since they've had anyone legitimately over 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, Tristan Castillo was in there, but you're right. He's not used to having the luxury of having a big guy in the middle, and so the type of play, and they've had to play this way the last 2 years because they had Remy Felderworth last year that graduated and went about 6'2", but again, he played a lot on the perimeter. He wasn't really a prototypical post player, and so they're going to be used to that. Now it's going to be interesting to see what Paris brings to the table because they only scored 36 points in their first game against South Shelby, and they've got some size and they've got some athletic-looking kids. We'll have to see how their shooting skills are. Maybe that's what their Achilles heel is this year. And that's been a problem for Louisiana in the past, is being able to hit the long-range shot to free up their movements in the paint. They like to run the motion offense and have cutters, but if you can't hit a shot ever so often from the outside, teams will just play you zone and pack it in and let you live or die by the three. And so they're going to have to find some long-range shooters this year as well.
That's a look at the Bulldogs. We'll take a look at our keys to the game after this on Eagle 102.
Daily life is a bit different right now than what we're used to. Some are feeling the effects more than others, but let's remember that this too shall pass and try to find ways to keep positive, help others in need, continue to support our businesses as best we can, but also take this time of distancing and shutdowns to self-reflect and improve. Spend quality time with family, exercise, pray, tackle a home improvement project, even if it's just a power cleaning inside and out, but do something that helps you feel empowered and moving forward. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, praying for good to come out of trials.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. So easy, anyone can use them. Once you try it, you'll just have to buy it. Stop by Bowling Green Tractor to see how easy yard work can be. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego, power beyond belief.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
Our keys to the game, just talking to Coach Smith, he wants to neutralize the big men, Ebsmeyer, by putting some pressure on them, keeping him out of the key. I think that is a big key for Louisiana to shut down the big guys.
Well, I agree. And two things they've got to do. One is they got to take care of the basketballs because sometimes they get going to – they're very athletic. They like to go up and down. Sometimes they don't take care of the basketball. But the biggest problem this group of kids has had going back to when they were freshmen, it showed in football, it showed in basketball, is they have got to want to defend. Mm-hmm. They have not wanted to defend. They love playing offense, man. They like to go up and shoot. They like to run and catch passes and score touchdowns. But you got to defend if you're going to win basketball games and football games. And if they can figure that out, they could have a good season. If not, it might be a long year.
Those are our keys to the game and even keys to the season. We'll have our starting lineups for you after this on Eagle 102.
Hi, everybody. This is Paul Hill from Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy. On behalf of the officers, directors, and staff, we would like to extend our holiday greetings. May the warmth and cheer of the holiday season keep you and your loved ones safe and healthy. We sincerely appreciate your business and friendship and look forward to serving you in the new year. Merry Christmas from Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs is still Mid-America Auto and Towing. They perform state inspections, run diagnostics, and specialize in brake repair. They do everything from preventative maintenance to engine repair and more. Mid-America will also guarantee the lowest prices on tires. Stop in, browse their pre-owned vehicles, and make sure to ask about their senior citizen and military discounts. Financing is available. To get a sneak peek of their inventory, visit MidAmericaAutoandTowing.com. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And our starting lineups for this ball game. First for the number 5 seed Paris Coyotes. They're coached by Dennis Dent. They'll start a freshman at 5'9", number 1, Colton Kendrick. Number 5, a 6'2" senior, Lakin Edwards. Number 10, a 5'11" senior, Reese Barton. Number 11, a 6'1" freshman, Walter Rucker. And number 24, a 6'4" senior, Chris Ebbesmeyer. So again, for Paris, it's Kendrick, Edwards, Barton, Rucker, and Ebbesmeyer. And for the Louisiana Bulldogs, they're the 4 seed, coached by Matt Smith, assisted by Greg Bitzer. They'll start a junior at 5'11", number 1, Tremaine Chapman. Number 2 gets a start at 6'3", junior Mason Washington. Number 11, a 5'7" sophomore, Wyatt Harrison. Number 13, a 5'10" junior, Quincy Hunt. Number 23, a 6'1" sophomore, Jack Logan. So again, for Louisiana, Chapman, Washington, Harrison, Hunt, and Logan.
Louisiana in their home whites with the red numbers, black trim. Paris in their road blues with gray numbers, white trim. Ebbsmeyer against Washington, and Paris will control the opening tip. Looks like Colton Kendrick, the 5'9", he's just a freshman. He'll run the point for Paris as they get underway. Paris will move from our left to our right here in this first half. Ebbsmeyer outside the arc now on the wing. Back to Kendrick, head of the key, left wing to Barton now as they work it around. We've played about 15 seconds here. 3 ball on the way and good by Rucker. Another freshman. Starting 2 freshmen are the Paris Coyotes, and Walter Rucker drains the first 3-pointer of the night. Back come the Dogs. Wyatt Harrison's running the point for them tonight. Looks like a little 1-3-1. No, it's a man-to-man defense by Paris. Harrison's open for 3. He'll let it fly. It's off the mark. No good. The rebound's going to go off of Logan and out of bounds. And back to Paris in is Quincy Hutt. Ryan Capps will take a seat.
That's a interesting look for Logan. Has the mask on.
On the full court press, Louisiana steals the ball. Washington gets 2 shots at it. Can't get it to go either time. And Paris will come out of the pack on the run. Rucker into the front court now. Hands it back to Edwards. He'll reset things. Paris up by 3 on a single 3-pointer by Rucker. He has the ball. Now to Barton. Barton looks like a big lad. Looks like he played a little football this year maybe. He's got broad shoulders and some big guns coming out of those blue jerseys. Kendrick now on the dribble, guarded by Harrison. Back to Rucker. Rucker guarded by Logan, stolen away by Hutt. He'll look to head the other way. He's going to take it straight to the glass. His shot's up no good, but we'll have a whistle and a foul. And the foul will go on Rucker, his first. And it'll send Quincy Hutt to the charity stripe.
Going back to Logan, though, wearing that mask, well, headband and mask, that's actually required down in the St. Louis area. So interesting that it's starting to sneak up, and you'd understand with all the quarantine issues that Louisiana's had here to start the season.
Absolutely. As Hutt hits the first free throw. Free throw shooting's been a bit of Achilles heel for the Dogs over the last couple of years.
My niece is a freshman at Narings Hall down in the city, and the whole team's required to wear masks the entire game.
No kidding. Wow. Second free throw is off the mark. It's 3-1. Paris on top. Back they come. Kendrick holds it above his head between the circles, guarded by Harrison again, and patented man-to-man by Louisiana. Kicks it out to Ebsmeyer. He'll shoot the three, way off the mark, no good. Hutt with the rebound. Had some space to run, decided not to. Now they'll get it up to Chapman, and he's going to step on the sideline, they say. And the unforced error will give it back to Paris.
In addition to having to wear masks, no fans, not even parents are allowed in those games.
Yeah, there's a couple college leagues that are doing the same thing, and I can tell you I know some parents in the GOVC that are not happy about it.
Yep.
They get it inside now into the post, shot up and good as Edwards on a nice catch, pinned his defender, and the lead grows to 4 at 5-1. Back comes Louisiana, and they're going to say that Chapman stepped on the inline this time, or what? No, maybe it's a foul. They'll say a pushing foul, I believe, on Edwards. That'll be his first.
Second team foul.
And Louisiana will have it underneath their own hoop, right side of the paint. Harrison to trigger it in for the Dogs. Paris packed into his zone. They'll get it to Washington in the paint. His shot's up and good. Mason Washington, his first 2 points of the season. Full court pressure again by Louisiana. Barton gets it into the front court now, still on the dribble. Ebsmeyer back to Rucker. He'll shoot the three. It's off the mark, no good. Rebound pops free. Harrison grabs a loose ball. Still now finally gets it under control and heads to the offensive end. 5:24 to play here in the first. Harrison, nice stop and go, leaves it off to Washington. His layup's up and good. That was pretty. Good assist by Harrison, and we're tied at 5. Again, full court man pressure. They'll try and jump and trap if they can. But on the loose that time was Rucker. He's going to score the bucket and the foul. Beat his defender, Logan. Logan didn't hustle back to catch up to him, and he took it to the hole and was fouled. Foul is going to go against Chapman. Is that who they called that on?
They're not posting the fouls on the board, just team fouls.
Okay.
I think you were right, though. I think it was Tremaine's.
Rucker rattles home the free throw. And it's an 8-5 lead, Paris. Washington and Logan play a little pitch and catch out near the center court stripe, and nearly loses it in the backcourt. Harrison saves it to avoid the backcourt violation. Harrison on a pick and roll with Hutt. Lobs it to Washington. His shot's up, no good. Couldn't get it to go. Ebsmeyer with the rebound. He gets it out quickly to Edwards. Edwards in the front court to Rucker. Rucker nearly has it stolen away, but saves it to Ebsmeyer. Down to 4:30 to play in the first. 8-5, Paris on top. Ebsmeyer on a pick and roll with Barton. Didn't work at all. Now he'll try and throw it to the left sideline, and good defensive play by Chapman to swat it out of bounds.
It was a nice alley-oop the other end. Unfortunately, no finish.
It was. I'm sure we'll see that one again. Paris throws it into the backcourt on the inbounds, tracked down by Kendrick. Kendrick on the handoff to Rucker. Rucker between the center court and the free throw circle. Left wing now to Ebsmeyer, and we've got an illegal screen called on. I believe it was on Kendrick, his first. Yeah, you're going to have to sharpen your eyesight if you're going to keep up with the fouls tonight, aren't you?
I didn't bring my glasses.
Halfway through the first, and a turnover by Harrison, stolen by Edwards. He heads the other way, and he'll put it up off the glass. They're going to count the bucket and call a foul on Washington on the block. And Edwards will have a chance to complete the second three-point play of this first quarter by Paris. Paris only scored 36 points the entire game against South Shelby. They've got 10 here in the first half of the first quarter. Free throws off the mark by Edwards. Back come the Dogs, nearly thrown away again.
That's what you were talking about in the pregame. Just trying to go a little too fast.
Yep, got to take care of the basketball. Had a couple unforced turnovers with a step on the sideline and a couple bad passes. Logan's open for three. Now he's going to step on the sideline. I don't know what's going on with this sideline. Not a whole lot of space between the sideline and the bleachers. Best two players that just haven't had court awareness and just stepped out of bounds, unforced. Full court pressure by the Dogs. Edwards now skips it over to Barton. He'll get it into the front court. He's got some space, drops it to Ebsmeyer. He'll drive baseline. His shot's up and good. Ebsmeyer took it straight to the glass, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 12-5, Paris leads it. 3:36 to play here in the first. And listen to Monroe City Tournament action on Eagle 102.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? People's Bank and Trust can help you make those home improvements without springing a leak in your budget. I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. Stop by your local People's Bank in Bowling Green, and let's talk about how People's Bank can help you. People's Bank and Trust online at www.pbtc.net or give me a call at 573-324-2525. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Family Drug, and Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice.
Well, the majority of the conversation during that timeout was stepping out of bounds.
Yeah, since it's happened, what, 2 or 3 times. Lob it inside to Washington out of the timeout. He'll make the catch, count the bucket, and the foul. Yeah, it's just you can't that's just not being aware of your surroundings. That's all that is. There's no excuse for that. Physical errors you can live with some, but mental errors not so much. As Washington misses his first free throw, Hutt with the rebound. He'll kick it back to Logan, and his 3 ball is good. So just like that, it's a 2-point game, 12-10. Paris still on top, down to 3:14 to play in the first.
Nice open look there. Good inside-out passing or outside-in pass. Yeah, inside-out passing.
Barton hands it off to Kendrick with the left-hand dribble. He goes down to paint. His runner's off the glass, no good. Washington with the rebound. They'll look to run. Washington under control, gets it on the right wing now to Harrison. He's going to pull up from 10, gets it swatted away. Rucker heads the other way. He'll get away with a walk. Nope. Yeah, they're going to call a foul.
Call a foul on Harrison.
That was a Euro step ×2 there. And up off the bench is Nathan Perkins. He'll come in for Harrison. Barton to throw it in underneath the bucket, left side of the paint for the Coyotes. Looks, finally gets it to Ebsmeyer out near the center court stripe. To Kendrick, they'll reset it. Barton now drives baseline to the block. Now looks for some help, and he throws it out of bounds. A little too wide for Barton. 3rd turnover of the game. Gets it back to the Dogs.
He was looking for Ebsmeyer to roll off that Louisiana defender, and he didn't roll.
Well, they're giving a 1-3-1 look, and then they're trying to match up some when the player's around. We've seen a couple of 1-3-1s cause teams problems this year. Hutt with the kick out to Logan. It's off the mark from 3, no good. And Ebsmeyer with the rebound. He'll bring it into the front court. Pulls up at the head of the key to Rucker. Rucker now to Kendrick. Kendrick holds it above his head. On the left-hand dribble to the elbow. Throws it inside. It's deflected loose, and Rucker will come away with it over in the far corner. Down to 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. 12-10 our score. Paris on top. Kendrick.
He has a world-class mullet.
Doesn't he, though?
Yeah.
I haven't seen a good mullet like that one for a while. Yeah, it's legit with the curls and everything. They get it inside. Edwards has it swatted away. 4th turnover of the game. Back come the Dogs. Chapman in the front court. Haven't heard from him. He's going to penetrate in, loses the handle, and we're going to have a whistle, and is it going to be a blocking foul?
Like it is on Ebsmeyer.
I believe you're right. Ebsmeyer picks up his first, and Louisiana have it underneath their own bucket. They get it into Logan. Logan Out to Chapman. Chapman outside the arc, refereeing to Washington. In the corner now to Perkins. His deep three's off the mark. Long rebound to Hutt. Gets it back to Logan. He'll shoot the three. Off the back of the rim, no good. Well, they're firing up the threes, as we said. They got to get them to go some. Three ball on the way. That's off the mark by Kendrick, and back comes Louisiana. Logan with the rebound into the front court now. Left wing to Washington. Washington penetrates in. His shot's well off the mark. And Rucker heads the other way. Rucker in the key area, gives it off to Kendrick. Kendrick now looks for some help to Edwards. He'll fire a deep three right wing. It's good. Lake and Edwards had a good rotation on that one. And it's back to a 5-point lead. It's 15-10. We're under a minute to play in the quarter. Hutt now to Perkins. Right corner to Logan, back to Perkins. Perkins penetrates in. He'll get it inside to Washington. He'll put it on the floor, up off the glass. Good. Count the bucket and the foul. Washington with a good start to his 2020 season. He's got 8 of the 10 for Louisiana.
And Cap's coming in for the first time. He'll replace Quincy Hutt. .2 seconds to go. Free throw coming to try and complete the three-point play. Louisiana trails by 3.
Free throws in and out and no good, so the free throw woes seem to continue this year. Back comes Ebsmeyer. Down to 36 seconds to play. He has it swatted, but not stolen, as Washington about took it away from him, but good play by Ebsmeyer to maintain possession. Down to 25. Ebsmeyer right wing to Rucker. He'll shoot the three. It's an air ball. Logan with the catch. Down to 18. They'll throw it ahead to Cass, but Ebsmeyer gets back. Nice defensive play to save the layup. But it'll go out of bounds to the Bulldogs with 15.5 seconds to play here in the quarter. Paris up 15-12. Washington to throw it in. Give and go with Harrison. Perkins, I should say. Now they get down on the block to Caps. Whip it to the far corner to Chapman. Down to 8. He looks, skips it to the head of the key to Washington. He drops it. He'll shoot the three. It's good. Mason Washington drains a three, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Nothing's been decided. We're tied at 15. You're listening to Monroe City Invitational on Eagle 102.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
It's time again for your annual mammogram, and Pike County Memorial Hospital is here for you. Now, state-of-the-art 3D mammography is closer to you than ever before. Receive the highest quality mammograms and bone density scans from our certified technologist right here in Pike County. Plus, your records and former scans can easily be transferred to us so we can keep everything up to date. It's state-of-the-art technology and the quality care you can count on right in your own backyard. For more information, go to pcmh-mo.org.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Even played first quarter. It's a pretty good matchup between Washington and the duo of Rucker and Edwards.
It has been. 4 turnovers for Paris, 5 for Louisiana. And we're tied at 15. Louisiana will have it to start the second. They'll have Caps, Logan, Washington, Perkins, and Chapman. Now lob it inside to Washington. He'll put it on the floor, goes up in the crowd, and scores. Washington with a big first half. Barton now gets the full court pressure, gets it into the front court. Right wing now to Smothers. Smothers, 3 balls on the way. It's no good. It's going to go out of bounds off of Barton. Back to the Dogs. A couple other games have already been played tonight. As Harrison will come in for Logan. Monroe City, the top seed, defeated Louisiana 81-11 in the first game here. A little upset. The number 5 seed, Mark Twain Lady Tigers defeated Marion County 59-53. So we're back in tournament action mode all around the area. 3 ball on the way for Harrison. It's off the mark. Chapman with the rebound. His putback up's no good. Didn't use the backboard. It was right underneath. and missed the wide open shot. Louisiana's first lead of the night, however, as Barton drives in. He can't get it to go. And here comes Perkins. He turns on the Jets to the glass. No good. Chapman with the rebound. His putback is off the glass this time, and it's good. Tremaine Chapman with his first bucket of the night. It's 19-15. Barton in the front court now for Paris. Head of the key to Smothers. He slashes down the paint with the left hand. It's up and good. Count the bucket and the foul.
First 2 points for Evan Smothers.
Foul will go against Perkins, his first. This will be the third old-fashioned three-point play opportunity for Paris in this first half. And he can't get it to go. Does Smothers. Washington with the rebound in the front court. To Perkins, off to Harrison. Left corner to Chapman. He'll shoot the high arching three. It's no good, but Perkins with the rebound. His putback's up and good. Nathan Perkins with his first 2 points of the game. That's 21-17. Back comes Paris. Edwards, a deep three. It's good. Whew, man.
He likes them from way back there.
He does. Got a good rotation on. As we said before, both of those shots were 22 feet. Washington now spins out of trouble. Gets it to Chapman in the near corner. He'll put it on the floor. Goes underneath the caps. His layup's up and good. Good team play that time by the Dogs. They moved it around. Got the wide open layup. Smothers back to the front court for Paris. Smothers just a sophomore to Edwards. He'll fire another deep one. He can't get this one to go. Chapman with the rebound. He'll take up all on the run. Gets it down underneath. It deflects out to Perkins. Check that. It's Harrison. His 10-footer's up and good. Wyatt Harrison joins the fun in the scoring. And it's 25-20, the biggest lead of the game for Louisiana. And Coach Dennis Dent wants to talk about it. We'll do the same. 5:28 to play in the first half. 25-20 Louisiana. You listen to the 96th annual Monroe City Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Pike County Mutual offers home auto discounts simply by placing your auto insurance through one of several auto companies that Pike County Farmers Mutual represent, and your home with Pike County Mutual. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Come home, insure with Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green. You'll be glad you did.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pike County Mutual Insurance, Browns Processing, and Bank of Louisiana.
5:28 to play here in the first half. 25-20, Louisiana leads, and despite the long-range three-point shooting, I think the Bulldogs have done a pretty good job defensively. Got to cut down on those three-point plays, though.
Yep, so far so good. Been an entertaining game, too. Up and down, and not a ton of whistles. 10 fouls total. As the next foul will send Louisiana into the bonus. 14 fouls for the Dogs.
Like you said, though, 3 times out of the 4 fouls, it's been a chance for a three-point play for the Paris Coyotes.
So out of the timeout, Paris will have it. Edwards right here in front of us at the center court stripe. Gets it into Ebsmeyer. Back to Edwards. He thought about letting her fly in. He's kind of got a little mullet thing going on too, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Hands it off to Kendrick. Kendrick dogged by Harrison on the defensive end. Now gets it off to Johnston, who checked in. Tim Johnston. Got a couple new players in. There's also Owen Totten into the game as well. Down low to Edwards. Edwards turnaround shots up, no good, and they're going to call a foul.
Well, it looked like he fell down on his own there.
It wasn't a whole lot of contact, was there? They're going to call that on Caps. He's got the bigger body, and I think he was just off balance and knocked him to the ground. So Paris will have it underneath their own hoop. They'll get it into Edwards, far sideline. To Ebsmeyer, now to Kendrick. Kendrick, right wing in the corner to Johnston. Johnston in the post. Ebsmeyer kicks it out to Kendrick. He's open from 3. Had the key, front of the rim. Won't go. Ebsmeyer gets the offensive rebound, puts it up and scores. His 4th point of the night, and it's a 3-point game, 25-22. Back comes Louisiana. Harrison on the left wing, still has his dribble in the high post to Washington. To Hutt, he'll shoot the 3. It's way off the mark, hits nothing, goes out of bounds.
4.5 minutes left in the first half. 3-point ball game with Louisiana up by a 25-22 score.
Winner will get the winner of the Monroe City Panthers and Marion County Mustangs, who are playing right now in the high school gym. As Mark mentioned, we're in the junior high gym, and it's a rather nice junior high gym. Edwards inside, his turnaround shot won't go. Logan with the rebound. Hands it off to Harrison. Harrison pushes it into the front court. Now he's got it down low. Hutt, 2 caps, his layup's up and good.
You shut me down, though, on broadcasting this game from the catwalk high above.
No, I was going to let you. I was just going to stay down here. Kendrick has it on the right wing right here below us, down to 3:50 to play here in the half. Kendrick on the dribble now. Hands it off to Ebsmeyer. Back to Kendrick. They try and jump the double team. Now they get it inside to Edwards. He loses it on the way up, and Huddle grabbed the loose ball. He'll head the other way for Louisiana. To Washington. Skip pass over to Logan. He's open for 3 in rhythm. Good. Jack Logan with his second 3 ball of the game, and the lead is the biggest of the game at 8 for Louisiana, 30-22. Kendrick into the front court now to Johnson. Johnson in a low block to Totten. Totten in a double team, kicks it back to Johnson. He'll shoot the 3, and it goes. Well, I'll say one thing. Neither team's shy of the 3 ball.
No.
They're just letting it fly from everywhere. Harrison back for Louisiana to the free throw line. Still keeps his dribble, backs up, leaves it off for Hutt. Hutt now to Warrior. Oh, stolen away by Edwards. Cross-court pass, and nice defense by Washington to catch up. Saved the layup, and he didn't foul. So Paris will have it underneath their own basket on the good defensive play that time by Mason Washington to save the layup.
2 bad passes out at the point, though, on the previous possession. That behind-the-back first pass from Harrison kind of led to the lazy second pass.
Good defense by Caps. The shot's blocked, but it's loose, picked up by Johnston. He'll give it back to Ebsmeyer, and now they'll reset things with 2:40 to play. Ebsmeyer open for 3, right wing. It's in and out and back in. Unbelievable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th three-pointer by Paris, and it's a 2-point game, 30-28. Hutt now with it to Washington. Washington pulls up from the free throw line. He'll drain the 3-pointer. Holy smokes. And Washington's got a bundle of them.
Yes, he does.
3 ball on the way from Paris. It's short. Logan with the rebound. He'll take it into the front court now to Hutt over in the far corner. Ball fake, and he'll get it to Logan. Now to Perkins. Near corner to Washington. He'll shoot the 3 again. He's got another one. His 3rd three-pointer. And it's a 36-28 lead for Louisiana. Kendrick with it now to Ebsmeyer. Ebsmeyer tries to get it in the post, and there's a whistle and a foul, and that's going to be on Logan, his first. Just a 6th team foul.
Washington already closing in on 20 points for the game.
19, right, if I add it up real quick. 19 of the 36. Couple subs back in. Rucker and Podani in for the first time. Ebsmeyer will trigger it inbounds. He gets to Rucker on the block. His turnaround jumper short, no good. Washington with the rebound. He'll look to run up to Logan. He'll go up in a crowd. It's blocked by Ebsmeyer, but he'll track down the loose ball in the far corner. Down to $1:30 to play in the half. Washington now skips it to Logan in the far corner. He'll let the 3 ball fly off the front ring, no good. Good offensive rebound by Caps. He loses his footing, but saves the ball to Logan. Now left wing to Hutt. Hutt's going to penetrate in, kicks it back to Washington. He's open again. Bingo! Another 3. 4th three-pointer. He's got 22 in the first half. Kendrick now back for Paris, down to a minute to play. Mason Washington having a career night here, the first game of 2020. Ebsmeyer has it, puts it on the floor now, penetrates, stops and pops from 8. It's no good. Washington with the rebound. He'll look to run. To Perkins, left wing now to Logan. Head of the key to Washington, right wing to Hutt. He's open for 3. Back the ring, no good. Rebound to Rucker, down to 40 seconds. Paris down by 11, the biggest lead of the game, 39-28. In the high post now to Edwards. He'll pull up from 10. It's off the back of the ring, no good. Louisiana's got time. They're going to throw it full court pass to Hutt. His layup's up and good. Good luck that time by Washington, and it's 41-28. Down to 18 ticks to play, and Kendrick charges. Tucked his shoulder in and tried to knock Perkins off of him, and the official was right there and caught him.
I've got him for 2 fouls.
Well, that's what I have too, and we're going to go with that, right?
Well, I'm going to run. I'm going to run at the half across the gym and get these fouls straightened out.
15 seconds to play here in the half. Let's see what Louisiana can do in that final 15 seconds. They've got to go the length of the floor. Harrison's going to make them pick it up until he gets to half court, so they just start the clock. Harrison down to 11. Caps thrown away, stolen by Ebsmeyer. He goes in for the layup, misses the layup. Caps, baseball pass ahead to Washington. He'll make the catch. And he's going to throw it away to Chapman, and that's going to do it. What a mess that last 15 seconds was. But it was a good first half for the Louisiana Bulldogs. They go to the locker room on top, 41-28 over the Paris Coyotes. You're listening to the 96th Annual Monroe City Invitational on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MercPK Mobile, mobile banking with remote deposit capture. Any customer with online banking can now access your Mercantile bank accounts from any device, including your smartphone and tablet, everywhere you go. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, where they've been serving the Louisiana area for more than 100 years, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. At Ingram Plumbing, we're ready to meet all your plumbing needs. I should know. I'm Bonnie Ingram, and I've worked there for over 50 years. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Quite a first half of basketball here as Louisiana leads Paris 41-28, and it is it's the Mason Washington show, and it's just raining threes here in the middle school gymnasium, the Dan Mudd Gym here at Monroe City in this opening round.
Yeah, Louisiana's hit 6 threes, and Paris has hit 3, 4, 5. So, yeah, and there were many more shots than that. A 15-15 score at the end of the first quarter. Then a big second quarter by Louisiana. They scored 26 points in the quarter, and they lead at 41-28. And, yeah, what a good way to start for Louisiana so far. So far, so good, right?
And again, this is their first game of the season. Obviously, they've been in the gym or in the driveway or somewhere practicing their shot because it's been pretty good here through the first 16 minutes of this ball game.
Yeah, that it has, and it's been entertaining, and they held the turnovers down. Actually, both teams took care of the ball, just 6 turnovers apiece in that first half. Louisiana's biggest lead is 13, the differential right now at half. And you're just halfway home, though, right?
Exactly. The 2 games in this gym tonight have been fantastic. The game between Marion County and Mark Twain, game down to the wire, was a 5-point Mark Twain victory in the opening round. So if you want opening round good basketball, go to the small gyms because those are the middle of the road games for the most part, unless the host school is a 4 or 5 seed.
Exactly.
So it's been pretty fun here so far in this Monroe City tournament. What did you say, 96?
96 is what the program says. You know, and you always have the great debate of who has the longest running tournament, Monroe City or Bowling Green, and we'll leave that up to the experts.
The experts or the diehards.
Or the diehards.
They'll have the most spirited debate on that one.
Yeah.
41-28 is our score through 2. We'll check first half scoring and go through the fouls because we got those all straightened out. They're not putting them on the board here in the gym. So we'll update you on the foul situation and all the scoring after this on Eagle 102.
Cellular Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, definitely not your typical 8 to 5, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Call Mike's Tire and Service Center and they'll be happy to work with you to get you back to operation as usual. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green. Mike's Tire and Service Center proudly supports all area farmers.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Hello everyone, this is Mark Gooden from Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy. On behalf of the officers, directors, and staff, we would like to extend our holiday greetings. May the warmth and cheer of the holiday season keep you and your loved ones safe and healthy. We sincerely appreciate your business and look forward to serving you in the new year. Merry Christmas from Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown bank since 1887. Member FDIC.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Insurance.
Bulldogs lead the Coyotes through 2 quarters, 41-28, scoring for Paris. They have 2 points from Evan Smothers, 3 points for Tim Johnston, 6 points for Walter Rucker, 7 for Chris Ebsmeyer, and 10 points for Lakin Edwards. He's hit 2 threes. Johnston and Rucker have also hit threes, as well as one from Ebsmeyer there in that first half. The foul situation for Paris, Colton Kendrick has 2, Walter Rucker has 2, Ebsmeyer and Martin and Edwards all have 1 through 2 quarters of this ball game. For Louisiana, their scoring numbers break down like this: 2 points for Nathan Perkins, 2 points for Wyatt Harrison, 2 points for Tremaine Chapman, 3 points in the first half for Quincy Hunt, 4 for Ryan Capps off the bench. The other 22, actually Jack Logan with 6 points. The other 22 points belong to Mason Washington, who's hit 4 threes, 3 of those in the second quarter, and he has just been on fire. And as good as he's been offensively, he's also grabbed a number of defensive boards and has a few assists in this ball game. So he is having a career night, like you said, through the first 2 quarters of this ball game, and it'd be interesting to see what Coach Dennis Dent does to try and neutralize number 2 in white for Louisiana.
I'm guessing they're going to know where he is.
Yeah. Oh, man. But Louisiana's done a good job keeping the offense spread. And their passes, for the most part, like you said, they haven't turned over the ball very much tonight. There were a couple of lazy passes a little bit between the points. But for the most part, things have been crisp. It's opening up that outside shot, whether it be from Washington or Logan so far in this ball game, and things have looked pretty good offensively for Louisiana.
Yeah, the best part about it for me is that they've been under control. You had one little stretch in that last 15 seconds where things got a little bit crazy, but as a general rule, they've played under control. Of the 6 turnovers, 3 of them were just stepping out of bounds, just not paying it.
And that was very early.
Yeah, not having court awareness. So you've never. Well, these guys have played on this floor when they played in junior high, but that's been a while for some of them. And so the court awareness was a little bit lacking early in the game. So really, they only had 3 turnovers in the general flow of physical mistakes in the game, and so that's a win for Louisiana for sure.
You've been to this tournament a lot more than me in recent years. Don't they usually keep all the games in the high school gym?
This is the first year I remember him playing over here.
And I'm guessing that has something to do with our current situation here.
I would guess, yeah.
In the United States and the world. So just trying to spread things out a little bit. But this is a great venue and a good place to watch a basketball game.
Yeah, it's a nice gym. It's bright in here. Both baskets hang from the ceiling, so you ought to get the same shooting feel on both ends of the floor. There's not anything much like anymore the varsity gym for Monroe City. And as I was telling you, I think you said you stuck their head in, but they've redone the floor over there. They've got a new fancy digital scoreboard with video to it. So they're trying to dress up a pig, I guess. That's what you describe it, because it's still an old gym, an old building, got the old stage on the sidelines, and so. But they're doing what they can to make it as modern as possible.
Monroe City has the stage in front of the benches. Van Far still has it. Wellsville, I believe, still has that gym. Other than that, you have to go into some old gyms during tournaments, Bowling Green tournament and Clofton tournament to see that kind of setup.
Paris will have it as we start the second half, trailing Louisiana 41-28. Looks like the original starting lineup is back in the game for both teams, and the first entry pass by Ebsmeyer is deflected by Washington. Barton, Ebsmeyer, Rucker, Edwards, and Kendrick for Paris.
Speaking of Van Far real quick, they redid the floor in their gym this year. It is awesome looking.
Inside to Barton. He'll get it off to Kendrick. His shot won't go, but there's a whistle and a foul, and Colton Kendrick's going to go to the line, I believe, and shoot 2 shots.
That'll be the second foul on Wyatt Harrison. He's the first Bulldog with more than 1.
Chapman, Washington, Harrison, Logan, and Quincy Hutt for Louisiana as we start this second half. First free throw by Kendrick is good. He'll get a second.
That's his first point of the night.
Just a freshman, 5'9" freshman, and leads the mullet competition for the year so far. Second free throw won't go. Hutt with the rebound. He'll get it up to Logan. They'll slow things down now to Washington. Washington puts it on the floor. Back to Hutt. Hutt now to Washington between the circles. Now they'll reset the offense with Harrison. Harrison to Hutt. Look for the shuffle cut to Washington. To Logan. Logan gets knocked and loses the handle. Right to Rucker with the steal, and he'll go in. He can't get it to go. Kicks it back to Kendrick. It's off the mark and no good. Now Chapman's knocked to the floor, and there'll be a whistle and a foul.
And that's going to be on Kendrick, his third.
So Louisiana will get it back, 41-29. We're just underway. Jim Ross, Mark Fronek, glad to have you with us here from Monroe City tonight. Like you said, it's been a while since we've been up here. Logan on the right wing. He's got Washington underneath on the block. His spinning jumper won't go. Edwards with the rebound. Edwards into the front court. Back to Barton. He loses the handle. Now finds it as Louisiana in their patented man-to-man defense. They don't play much but man under Matt Smith. 3 ball by Kendrick's on the way. It's off the mark. No good. Logan with the defensive rebound for Louisiana. He'll walk it into the front court now. With 6:40 to play in the third. Washington kicks it back to Harrison. He'll pull up from 10. It's short, no good. Barton with the rebound. So Louisiana, trouble getting untracked here in the third quarter. That's something they've done a lot. They have trouble coming out of the locker room sometimes. They don't want to give up that big lead. There's a steal by Washington. He heads the other way. He's going to get to the glass up and good. Mason Washington with the left hand. His first 2 points of the second half. And we've got a whistle and a timeout on the floor. I believe it's going to be Paris with the timeout. 43-29, Louisiana leads it. Listen to Monroe City Invitational on Eagle 102.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Sailor and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, the Mercantile Bank and Bowling Green Tractor.
Out of the Paris timeout, 6:17 to play in the third. Louisiana up 43-29. They'll come with a 2-2-1 full court press this time.
Good punt there from Harrison.
It was kicked right over in front of the Louisiana bench. And now they'll back out of that pressure and pick up man-to-man, it looks like. Oh, are they going to go in the half court? 1-3-1 half court trap now. Edwards now has it stolen away. Hutt will get it ahead to Washington. His layup's up and good. He's got 26 into the front court now. Ryan Bride, who's into the game, gets it to Barton. Barton right wing to Edwards. He didn't let it go. He's got a good three-point shot to Barton. He'll force it inside to Rucker. His shot's up and good. Good look that time from Barton to Rucker, and it's 45-31. Louisiana still leads. Biggest lead of the game right now at 14. Actually, it would have been before that bucket.
Exactly,
16. Yeah. Hutt has it now to Washington. Washington in a double team now. You wondered if they were going to pay attention to Washington. Logan open for three. It's good. His third three-pointer of the game. And a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside once again. 48-31. Louisiana leads at 5:12 to play in the third. You're listening to Monroe City Invitational on Eagle 102.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
High School Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Vicky Cadwallader, Real Estate and Perkins Electrical Service.
Well, how do you beat a double team? Well, good court vision, and Mason Washington has that and was able to hit Logan for an open three.
Find the open man in a double team, and we've got a traveling violation, so turnovers starting to add up a little bit for Paris here in the early part of this third quarter. 48-31 is our score. Harrison into the front court with the ball and the lead. He'll look for Washington on a little pick and roll action. Pick and pop it was. Down to the far corner to Logan. He'll let the three fly in and out, no good. Harrison's going to deflect it out of bounds, and they're going to say it's off of him. He and Barton were there side by side. And a loose ball rebound goes back to Paris. Louisiana in there. 2-3 zone, half-court trap, looks like. Ebsmeyer now kicks it to Barton, to Edwards. Right wing to Bride. Bride stepped on the sideline. Man, these sidelines just must have ghostly qualities to them.
Yeah, Louisiana was doing it first half, and now it's the Coyotes' turn to step out of bounds.
Just getting too wide on your offensive set. That's all there is to either thing. Chapman gets it underneath the Washington. His reverse layup's up and good. Great backdoor cut, shuffle cut, and look by Chapman to get it to Washington. Now Paris nearly throws away. Edwards going to save it right here in front of us. Now he's in trouble. To Rucker. Rucker back to Edwards. In the corner to Bride. Bride pulls up and lets it fly from three. It's no good. Rebound to Harrison. He'll look to run with it. Nice crossover move there. Now he gets it inside to Washington. He'll go up and shoot another layup.
That's 30.
It's a lot easier from right underneath the basket. Getting good passes from his mates. And the lead has grown to 21, and there's a traveling violation.
Wholesale changes for both teams. Caps back in, as well as Perkins for Louisiana. 3 changes for the Coyotes, and they're trying to find a spark.
Yeah, looks like Podani will come back in, Johnston and Totten for Paris. Now a shuffle cut to Caps. His layup's up and good. Man, they got that little motion offense thing going good right now. Shooting layups. Ebsmeyer pulls up just inside the arc. It's off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound for the Coyotes. It's loose on the floor now. Bryde's going to pick it up, and he's going to be fouled by Perkins, I believe.
That's Nathan's second. And the second foul of the second half for the Bulldogs.
Down to 3:16, and the Dogs have stretched it out here as they've outscored Paris 13-3 to start this second half, and they lead at 54-31. Ebsmeyer down low to Totten on the block. He's in a double team and throws it away. Washington will get it ahead to Perkins. He'll go in for the layup. It's no good, but Chapman's tip-in's off the mark as well. Had two good looks from point-blank range. Ebsmeyer now is tracked down from behind, and we've got a whistle and a traveling violation.
Yep. Ebsmeyer got away with the first crocodile roll there, but not the second one.
There's just a little too much quickness out of this Louisiana club for Paris.
I understand. We didn't think we'd ever see the Bulldogs play.
I know. It's been forever. Washington gets the man-to-man. They're running that little weave action. Chapman slashes to the bucket. He'll shoot the layup. Good look that time by Tremaine. He's got 4, and it's 56-31. Bryde into the front court for the Coyotes now, and he'll throw it away. Bryde is a sophomore. 8th turnover of the second half. 8th turnover of the third quarter for Paris. And it's turned into a big lead for Louisiana. Perkins to Logan, back to Perkins. Chapman looks for the lob. He's going to catch it. Ball fakes, and it's swatted down by Ebsmeyer. And it's going to be saved by Johnston. He's in a double team now. Gets it to Ebsmeyer. Ahead to Totten. Now left wing to Bryde. He'll shoot the 3. No good. Washington with the rebound. Baseball pass ahead to Chapman. He's ahead of the pack. His layup, no good again. Well, they got and it goes out of bounds off of Louisiana. This game's starting to get out of hand, but if they can make a layup or two, it'd really get interesting. So back in, Quincy Huddle returned for Louisiana.
Chapman takes a breather.
Rucker and Edwards and Barton all return, along with Kendrick for Paris. Barton on the far wing, into the post now to Totten. Back to Barton. He'll pull up from 15 off the side of the glass. There comes Louisiana the other way. Perkins to the bucket. His shot's no good, but they're going to call a blocking foul, I believe.
That's going to be the 4th on Colton Kendrick.
And that'll send us to the free throw line for the first time for the Dogs here in the second half.
I think they only shot, 4 free throws in the first half?
Yeah, Paris only shot 3, so not a lot of free throws in this game. Nathan Perkins, a 5'10 junior, will get 2 free throw opportunities. Front of the rim, no good. He'll get a second. 56-31, Louisiana on top. Perkins got that hair going, got some curly hair with a little headband action. Second free throw's no good as well, and we have a jump ball, a tie-up on the rebound, and Louisiana will get it on the alternating arrow.
Good work, though, defensively. Well, trying to get that ball back by Washington after the free throw miss.
Perkins to throw it in for Louisiana. Washington wide open underneath the basket. His layup's up and good. He's having a night, folks. Kendrick now gets it to Edwards, left wing to Barton in the corner. He'll pull up from 16. High bouncer off the rim, no good. Hutt with the rebound to Washington. He comes across the timeline, head up, looking for somebody to pass it to. Now hand it off to Hutt. Hutt to Perkins. We're down to a minute to play here in the third.
Paris only 1 field goal here in the third quarter. Just 3 points.
Hutt far corner to Perkins. Has got caps on the block, but that was kicked by Barton and goes out of bounds. So Louisiana will have it back underneath their own bucket. They'll move it to the right side of the paint this time with 48 ticks to go. Perkins looks. He's going to get Hutt. He's wide open. He can't get it to go when we've got a whistle and a foul. And if that's on Kendrick, that could be it for him. Nope, they're going to call it on Couldn't tell if Smothers in the game. Might have been 44, Totten maybe.
Yeah, I think it was Totten, his first.
And to the line, Quincy Hutt will go for 2 shots. The first one's in and out, no good.
Well, that's been the sore subject for Louisiana tonight.
Yep, if you're going to have anything to talk about after this game, work from the charity stripe is going to be number 1 on that list, I'm afraid. Second one's on its way. It's off the mark as well. There's Washington on the offensive glass. His putback won't go, partially blocked that time. And Rucker comes out of the pack with it, up to Bride. Bride now gets it into the post to Totten. His turnaround off the glass, no good. There's a whistle and a foul. They'll call that on Caps. And that'll send Owen Totten, a 5'11" sophomore, to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Second foul on Ryan Caps.
33 ticks to play here in the third. 58-31. Louisiana leads it. First one's off the mark now. They're going to probably play Monroe City, and I'll just give you fair warning. Monroe City's already beat Jeff City and Keokuk this year. They are loaded for bear. But it'll be a good test for the Bulldogs, find out where they stand. No seniors on this Louisiana club. That was off the glass.
Yeah.
A bullet by Totten. It goes. And it's 58-32. Perkins in. His layup's up and good. Nice move to the hole that time by Nathan. He's got 4. And it's 60-32. Under 20 to play here in the quarter. Bride to Edwards. Edwards puts it on the floor at the head of the key. Pulls up from the elbow and has it swiped from behind back to Rucker. Rucker still on the dribble, pulls up from 3, front rim, no good. Logan with the rebound. Logan gets it off the Hut. He'll shoot it at the buzzer. They're going to call it traveling, but they're going to wave it off. That'll do it for the third quarter. Your score, the Louisiana Bulldogs 60, Paris Coyotes 32. Fourth quarter's next on Eagle 102.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in Missouri, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Cindy Blaylock at an even better price. That's right, State Farm can help you save more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. It's the real deal for car insurance. I'm State Farm agent Cindy Blaylock, and I'm ready to help you save. Call me today at 573-754-5575 or visit us in Louisiana, just a block up from the river. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
This game was 15-15 after 1, and Louisiana had to hit a late shot to get it even. At halftime, the Bulldogs pulled ahead 41-28 thanks to a 26-13 second quarter. And that third quarter went to the Bulldogs as well, 19-4. Only 1 shot from the field goes down for Paris in the entire third quarter.
And we start the fourth quarter with Louisiana having that biggest lead of the night. Paris has it. Rucker hands it off to Smothers, who's back in the game. Now he loses a handle. It's loose on the floor, stolen away. We've got a couple other subs in for Louisiana. We'll get to those in a minute. To Hutt, his layup won't go, but there's a whistle and a foul. Pass coming from Sheldon Sylvie, who checked into the game. 5'10" sophomore. And to the line goes Quincy Hutt.
I didn't see who the foul was on that time.
Nor did I. I got a feeling it's going to be a moot point. Hutt can't find the range from the free throw line. He'll get a second. Let's knock her in there, young man. Front of the rim. Now that one drops in. That's where you shoot him. Get it right on the front of the old rim.
1 for 6 looks a lot better than 0 for 5.
61-32. Smothers has it now, and it goes right through the hands of Bride, and another turnover. the 16th of the game. Gives it back to Louisiana.
Kendrick comes back in, playing with 4 fouls.
Kenny McCormick, 5'7" sophomore, will come in. Logan will take a seat for Louisiana. First minutes for Kenny tonight. Hutt now has it on the right wing. He'll skip it across to Sylvie, right in front of Louisiana bench, back to Washington. Washington finds Hutt cutting back door at the block, decides not to take the shot. Perkins now has it deflected, stolen away by Rucker. Just the second turnover of the half by Louisiana. Kendrick now into the front court, full steam ahead to the bucket. His shot's no good. Ebsmeyer with the rebound and putbacks up and good. First points of the second half for Ebsmeyer. He's got 9. Back come the Dogs for Louisiana. Down to 6:45 down underneath the Hutt. His left's no good as Washington on the good pass. Hutt couldn't convert it. Paris heads the other way. Kendrick to Ebsmeyer. He's open from 3, had a key. Front ring, no good. Rebound off to McCormick. McCormick ahead to Washington. Ooh, and he gets knocked down and no foul called. And Paris heads the other way. Big ooh and ah from the crowd there. Washington took a tough spill and 3 balls on the way. Was that Rucker?
I think it was Kendrick.
Kendrick. I looked up at the last minute. So Kendrick with his first 3 of the game, and it's 61-37. Washington now in the near corner. Skips it across to McCormick. McCormick's going to fake, not take the shot. He'll skip it back to Washington. Washington penetrates in. Passes it off to Sylvie. His shot's off the mark and good. No good, I should say. Good teamwork that time by Washington. He had a layup path to the bucket and tried to pass it off to young Mr. Sylvie. Doesn't get it to go, but he'll get a couple free throws.
Foul's going to be the 3rd on Walter Rucker.
Sylvie's first one's on the way and good. He'll get a second. Harrison will return. Perkins will take a seat, as will Johnston for Paris. Smothers to the bench. Second free throw by...
Well, put Sheldon in at the end of a close game.
Pretty solid.
Let him take a foul.
Pretty solid looking free throws there, was it not?
Yeah.
63-37 our score. Paris back into the front court. Lob it down to Ebsmeyer. He's going to have it stolen away by Washington, but he stepped on the sideline, so back-to-back turnovers on the mysterious sideline.
Yeah, I immediately had to look to Coach Smith.
When will they play again? On Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. They'll be over in the high school gym, will the Bulldogs. Paris, 3 ball by Rucker. It's an air ball. Kendrick with the rebound. No for Paris. Gets it inside to Ebsmeyer. He goes up in a crowd. It's off the mark. No good. Sylvie with the rebound for Louisiana. He'll hand it off to Harrison, and he'll walk it across the timeline now to Washington. Washington skip pass over to McCormick. His 3 off the front ring. No good. And Paris looks to run. They throw it ahead of the pack to Edwards. His layup's up and good. Louisiana took a little nap that time after the shot, and nobody got back.
Edwards with a dozen points.
McCormick now headed the key to Washington. Down inside to Sylvie. He'll go up and under. His shot won't go. Ebsmeyer with the rebound. Off to Edwards. Edwards into the front court. Back to Ebsmeyer. He'll stop and pop from 3. It's good. Got him in rhythm that time. And his first 3 of the second half, and the lead back to 21 at 63-42. Chapman now has it. Drives right baseline to Washington, and he's going to shoot the 3, but they're going to wave it off. There's a foul underneath.
Against the Bulldogs.
That's a weird call. I called that on Chapman.
No? What did they call? Did they call it on Chapman?
Yes, I believe they did. Not quite sure how that worked. He had the ball.
Yeah?
You know, the old saying is if you, as an official, if you call something and nobody else in the gym knows what it is besides you, it's probably not right.
Yeah.
But back they come to the Coyotes, trailing by 21 with 4:15 to play in the game. Chapman nearly steals the cross-court pass, and a nice play by the assistant coach of Paris. Made a nice catch. If he wouldn't have been paying attention, he might have got that one in his chops.
Yeah, it's Colin Huffman over there on the Coyote bench.
So they give a little warning, delay a game warning to Caps because he got across the line over on the sideline.
They don't know where that line is. Everyone's proved that tonight.
Inside to Edwards. His shot won't go, and it goes out of bounds off of Johnston, I believe. Back to Louisiana. Well, Louisiana's kind of taking a snooze on the offensive end. Scored 3 points in this first 4 minutes of the fourth quarter. See if they can kind of get things back where it needs to be. Logan's going to pull up for three and drains it.
It's a good place to start.
That'll help. He's got 12. That's his fourth three-pointer. Kendrick up and under against Harrison. It's off the mark, no good. Chapman with the rebound for Louisiana. He dribbles around, gets it in the front court, now to Washington. Washington, pass. He wanted to throw it and decided not to, but it was already out of his hands. 10th turnover. Check that 11th turnover on the Dogs. Edwards now is going to be fouled by Chapman, I believe.
That'll be Tremaine's third.
With 3:30 to play and a timeout on the floor. 66-42, Louisiana on top. You're listening to the 96th Annual Monroe City Invitational on Eagle 102.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets, but it's only one part of a comprehensive retirement strategy. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture so you can work toward meeting your unique retirement goals. Contact me, Kayla Caldwell, your Edward Jones financial advisor, at 2604 Georgia Street in Louisiana. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
66-42, Louisiana leads it. 3:30 to play, and short of the free throws mark. It's been pretty good. A little sloppy fourth quarter, but you're getting in some younger guys and getting them some playing time, so you can expect that to happen, especially in the first game of the year.
We'll have more basketball for you tomorrow here on KJFM as the Everhart gang goes up to Canton, as Clopton will take on the Tigers.
A little trip up there, huh? Paris will have it out of the timeout. Johnson will trigger it in bounds just to our left here. We're right at center court here in the Dan Mudd gym. And on the inbounds, there's a whistle. And is that on Chapman? He's like, what? That's his fourth.
Yeah, it is. Speaking of mud, they're doing a lot of construction here at Monroe City Schools. Boy, a lot of fencing up, a lot of buildings going up. This is just becoming a sprawling campus here. Beautiful campus.
That it is. We told you about the football field when Bowling Green and Monroe played late in the season. As Ebsmeyer's shot won't go, loose ball comes right back out. Kendrick will fire a three from the top of the key, and it's no good, and we've got a rebounding foul.
It's going to be on Lakin Edwards, his second.
And that'll be the 6th team foul, so everybody will shoot free throws from here on out. 16 fouls on each team. No full court pressure by Paris. Harrison, guarded by Kendrick, dribbles it off his foot, stolen away. Paris goes back. That's Edwards goes to the hoop. His shot won't go. So the Coyotes haven't given up by any stretch of the imagination.
Not at all.
As they're still scrapping till the bitter end, and Edwards will go to the line and get 2 shots for his efforts.
6'2" senior Lakin Edwards. He's a good-looking ball player.
That he is. First one's up and good. And he's got 13 points. Perkins comes in. Harrison will step out for Louisiana. Hutt, Washington, Caps, and Logan, the other Louisiana players. Edwards' second free throw is no good, but they called a lane violation on Johnson, so they wiped it. It would have wiped it out even if it would have gone in. So back comes Louisiana with 3 minutes to play in the ball game. They get it to Washington. Now he's got the numbers. Down to Capps. His layup's up and good. Ryan Capps has got 8, and it's 68-43. Kendrick dribbles into a double team, kicks it out to Rucker. His deep three's off the mark and no good. And it's going to go off of Edwards back to Louisiana.
Washington's got to be in triple-double territory now, 32 points. We know he's got the rebounds. And the assists have to be right around there, too.
And he tries to dribble through a double team and has it taken away. Not the thing you would like to see. Kendrick goes in. His shot's up. Good. Counter bucket and the foul. See who the foul's going to be on. Another three-point opportunity. Hutt, maybe, I believe. I thought he said 13.
Looks good to me.
Colton Kendrick back to the free throw line. He's 1 for 2 so far tonight. Make it 2 for 3 as he completes the three-point play, and it's 68-46. Harrison gets it out to Logan. Or check that Perkins to Logan. Back to Washington. He'll drive in. His layup's no good. Capps with the offensive rebound. It's blocked. Gets it back again to Hutt. Hutt now drives baseline to Washington. His layup's up and good. Mason Washington with another bucket.
First of the fourth quarter.
70-46. Three ball by Johnson's on the way. It's off the front ring. No good. Ebsmeyer with the rebound. Put back. It won't go. He'll get a second chance at it and scores. Chris Ebsmeyer. And it's 70-48 down to minute 50 to play. Logan dribbles left baseline, looks for some help, and throws it away. I'm going to say it was deflected by Edwards and out of bounds.
More changes coming. McCormick and Sylvie getting ready to check back in for the Bulldogs.
Looks like Capps and Washington will take a seat, I believe.
Oh, me?
Down to 1:47 to play in the game. Perkins has it at the center court circle. Loses the handle on the dribble. Hutt will pick up the loose ball now. Gets it back to Perkins. Perkins now tries to get it to the right wing, and it's deflected again.
By Johnston out of bounds.
And Louisiana will have it at the end of their own bench straight across from us. McCormick in the short corner now. He's in a double team and a peck of trouble. Spins out of it, though. Gets it back to Sylvie, to Logan for 3. Front of the ring, no good. Hutt up high for the rebound. To Sylvie, he'll go up in the crowd. It won't go. And Johnson with the rebound, down to a minute 20 to play. Head to Edwards. He'll pull up, put it off the glass, no good. Sylvie with the rebound for Louisiana. Looks around for some guard help. Now he says, I'll just dribble it up. Into the front court to Hutt. Cross-court pass to Logan. Logan penetrates in, gets it to Perkins. His three from the right corner is good. Nathan Perkins with his first three ball of the game. And it's 73-48, under a minute to play here in the ball game. Edwards, a deep three from the right wing, no good. Ebsmeyer with the rebound, put back up, no good. But there's a whistle and a foul. That's going to go on Logan, I believe. And we'll send Ebsmeyer to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Just the second foul on Jack tonight.
Ebsmeyer, a 6'4" senior for Paris. First was good. Ended up having a nice scoring night. That gives him 15.
They left early again.
Sure looked like it, didn't it? And Johnson gets the rebound, and his putback's up and good. It's easy to get those rebounds when you get in there a half step before everybody else. Gets the full court pressure now. Sylvie nearly has that lob pass stolen, but Kendrick couldn't corral it. It goes out of bounds back to the Dogs. Down to 33 seconds to play. Get it in now. Perkins into the front court to Logan. Logan on the dribble with the left hand, dribbles out of trouble. Now looks for some help. Gets it to Silvey, down on the block to Perkins. Perkins in a double team, back to Silvey. He ball fakes. Now to McCormick to Hutt. Hutt penetrates in. His runner's partially blocked, and McCormick with the rebound. Down to 10 seconds. McCormick into the front court. Gets it to Edwards. Edwards going to let it fly from the corner. It's short from three, and Hutt's going to make the rebound, and that's going to do it for the ball game. Your score, the Louisiana Bulldogs 73, the Paris Coyotes 51. The Bulldogs advance. And we'll tell you what happens after this on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up, brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
This is Tracy Bookshire with the Pike County Health Department. With community transmission cases increasing in Pike County, it's becoming more difficult for healthcare providers to contact positive cases the same day these results are received. The state of Missouri has mandated that we prioritize first the investigations for school exposures, individuals 65 years and older, and cases associated with long-term care facilities. Those that do not fall into those categories will likely experience a delay in initial contact. Therefore, we have made some changes with our calling procedures to help streamline and make our calls more efficient. It is critical that if you have received a positive result or know you have been exposed to someone with COVID-19, you need to begin a 14-day quarantine starting from when your symptoms began or the last day of exposure to the positive case. Your patience awaiting your initial call from our office is very much appreciated. Visit our dedicated COVID page on our website, PikeCountyHealth.org, for more information.
Bowling Green Insurance is here to serve all your insurance needs. Bowling Green Insurance offers companies to cover your farm, home, auto, and crop needs. Call Fred or Jackie today to get a customized quote that will fit you and your budget. Bowling Green Insurance is an independent insurance agency. That means they can offer several companies to fit you. Give Bowling Green Insurance a call today to get a quote. 573-324-5762 or 573-324-CROP.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM, sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Our final in this one, 73-51. Louisiana with a heck of a debut. I guess it was worth the wait as they beat the number 5 seed Paris Coyotes here in the opening round at Monroe City. And a dominant performance tonight from Mason Washington, a career-type night, 34 points. But he was good in all facets of the game.
He was. He remained under control, had a bunch of rebounds, assists, had some steals, just the total package. And you could tell, when things got a little dicey, that's who they look to. So he kind of has, even just after one game, he's kind of surfaced as the leader of this team.
And that's something that they need. They've needed. They need someone to wave the baton and point him in the right direction.
If we need a bucket, we want who's that guy's wanting to step up, and that's you're right. They're young. They're all a bunch of them are juniors. They don't have a senior on the team, and they played together like we said in the pregame for coming on 3 years now, and so now it's time for somebody to step up and take the reins of this club and lead them to what could be a pretty successful season.
And some of the things that have hurt this team the last couple of years didn't surface, at least not as much tonight. This was a team that was in control of themselves and the ball for most of the 4 quarters.
I agree. 13 turnovers is all they had for the game, and I think with the style play they have, if they can play with 13 turnovers a night, I think Coach Matt Smith can live with that any night of the week because they're just going to do things fast and up and down, and you're just naturally you're going to turn it over some, maybe a little bit more than normal with that pace of play. But tonight they took care of the basketball in a pretty fine fashion, and as we talked about in the broadcast, where was their problem tonight? It was from 15 feet out, from the free throw line. Yeah. They were 4 for 12 from the free throw line, and so They'll get to shoot some free throws tomorrow, I'm betting.
You know, all in all, I only heard Coach Smith once tonight from our broadcast position, so I think the Bulldogs, he's probably pretty pleased with their performance.
I would say so. The lead was almost 30 at one point, and then Paris. I give Paris credit. They fought to the bitter end, man. They were still pressing at the end of the game, and they scored 19 points in the fourth quarter themselves. So kudos to them for not giving up. But it was all Bulldogs here tonight in this first round game at Monroe City.
73-51 our final. We'll have scoring and update you on some other scores here from Monroe City when we come back on the Eagle 102 postgame show.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. So easy, anyone can use them. Once you try it, you'll just have to buy it. Stop by Bowling Green Tractor to see how easy yard work can be. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? People's Bank and Trust can help you make those home improvements without springing a leak in your budget. I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. Stop by your local People's Bank in Bowling Green and let's talk about how People's Bank can help you. People's Bank and Trust online at www.pbtc.net or give me a call at 573-324-2525. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Mike's Tire and Service Center, and All Parts.
Final in this one, Louisiana 73, Paris 51. Some other scores from tonight. Two girls opening round scores. It was the Mark Twain Lady Tigers, the 5 seed, defeating the number 4 seed Marion County 59-53. Monroe City, the top seed in this tournament, down the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs 81-11. So Louisiana girls will play Marion County at 5 o'clock on Wednesday here in the Dan Mudd Gym at the Monroe City Middle School. Assuming that Monroe City took care of that number 1 seed over the 8 seed Marion County, and they'll take on the Louisiana Bulldogs on Wednesday at 7 o'clock in the high school gym. So that's a 1-4 matchup. Marion County, the 8 seed, will take on the number 5 seed Paris at 7 o'clock here in the middle school gym. The tournament gets going tomorrow for the teams from Van Far. The Van Far girls will play at 5 o'clock against South Shelby. That's a 2-7 matchup. And the Van Far boys, they're the 3 seed, will take on the 6 seed South Shelby at 7 o'clock in the high school gym. The other 2 games, Mark Twain boys will play Palmyra here in the middle school gym. That's a 2-7 matchup. The Tigers, the 7 seed. That's the 5 o'clock game. And then the 7 o'clock game here in the middle school gym is Palmyra against Paris girls. That's a 3-6 matchup tomorrow. So that's what's going on tomorrow at this tournament. And we will be at Canton tomorrow as the Clopton boys and girls travel up north to take on the Tigers. And Marianne Everhart and Ethan Everhart will have all the action for you on that one. Friday night, December 11th, that's this Friday, Bowling Green boys and girls will host Highland on KJFM And, Jim, you're in on that one, right?
I believe I am, yes.
And next week we'll have Louisiana boys and girls against Bowling Green on Tuesday. And on Friday we'll have Clopton boys and girls hosting Mark Twain, or Van Far boys and girls versus Silex. We'll see which one. That's getting pretty far into the future in COVID times to decide exactly where we're going. But that's a tentative schedule taking us through the next couple weeks here on KJFM. This was a fun one. Louisiana out of the gate strong. Their first matchup of the year defeats Paris by 22-73-51. Despite being outscored in that final quarter 19-13. Like you said, Paris wasn't going to give up on this one, and it made a fun 4 quarters here at the middle school gym in Monroe City.
Take us home, baby.
All right.
Take us home.
For Jim Ross, Mark Brunick saying we'll see you tomorrow for more basketball right here on Eagle 102. Good night, everybody.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.